Hello, welcome. Amanda here with Crafting with Amanda, and I have another layout for you today. And this one is going to feature our daughter who for years always wanted to be selected to go up on Can Do's stage and get to interact with the magic trick. And so these photos, she actually got to make it up there. And it was kind of interesting because we had a newborn and redhead, and it was sunny, and so we were kind of standing off in the side to keep him in the shade. Well, Can Do is a redhead, and it was really kind of cute because his wife's the one that runs the mixer board during the game with all the sound effects, and so she actually brought out a chair and an umbrella for us so we could sit in the shade with our newborn redhead. And she's like, "No, I understand redheads." So anyhow, I pulled out the Hope and Kindness collection from Close to My Heart, and I was showing you that in the beginning. And then on page 24 of the May-June catalog, I just loved this layout, and so I'm emulating it. And this is actually my second take at emulating it, and you will get to see at the end my first take. I had photos of a softball, and I was using some other papers, and apparently I didn't record the creating of that page. So I decided I really like this layout, and they're going to go in two different books, or at least two different sections of the books for the album. So I went ahead and did it again. I love the fact that with the zip strips on some of the paper packs, I didn't have to cut as many individual strips, and I was able to get kind of this look. And I'm trying to kind of get some spacing, and I'm looking at the layout. It's kind of tucked underneath there as a reference. And I'm trying to find if there's a journaling piece. I had pulled out some stamp sets to use as well. I'm really enjoying going back in my stash and seeing what little gems that I have in the stamp set that I've collected over the last 16. Actually, soon it'll be, 16-year anniversary next week with Close to My Heart. So that's what I'm doing here, and I'm going to grab the sticker sheet as well. I knew there was a turtle on the sticker sheet that I just fell in love with that had to go on this layout. I mean, it's a magic show, so why not? There are 3 photos. I don't know if you caught that with me telling my other story, but I'm going to use a flip flap on this. So off camera, I went ahead and cut down the strips so that they were spaced better, and then I'm going to fussy cut this medallion with the daisies in it, but I don't make you watch that. I kind of do it off camera, but if you move the paper and not the scissors, you get a better cut or a smoother cut. So here I went and did 1.5 inch by 1 inch strips to make that banner that we saw in the layout I'm copying. And then these are leaves that are cut in, I can't think of the name of it. Avocado, from a project I did previously. And I just keep these kind of extras on my desk because you can always throw them in. I love that Close to My Heart colors work so well together. So then this is one of my older stamp sets that I grabbed that I thought would be great to just add some texture on these banners. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I did the diamond shapes there, and then this vine of flowers came from the Wild Berry Blast stamp that was a special last month in April. And then this plaid was also one of those gems that I didn't even know was on a stamp set. So I just encourage you, if you have supplies, it doesn't have to be stamps, if you have supplies, stickers, embellishments that you haven't seen or they haven't seen the light of day in a while, go through and look at them, see if you can get inspired. So here I'm just taking this Sweet Memory. Again, it was from an old stamp set. I was looking for a different stamp set when I was doing those softball pictures for the layout that I did first in this style. And I ran across this one that had Sweet Memory, and I had just pulled it aside thinking, oh, that'll be a great title. Well, sure enough, when I realized I needed to do this layout again, this is a perfect title for that. So these doilies that I have actually come with the Hope and Kindness bundle, and the bundle will be available, well, while supplies last, but through June 30th. But I just love it because you can get, there's a bigger doily that's like 5 3/4 inches, and then this little one, and I don't have the dimensions on the little one, I apologize. So you can get 2 separate, or this doily actually can be in the center of the other one, so you get a full lace doily. So I'm just dry fitting. I like to audition how the pieces are going to go on, and it gives me an opportunity to kind of move them around. There is a little bit of double-sided adhesive from my adhesive runner just on the top of these, but I don't press them down really hard so that I can do just this kind of rearrange and try them in different places. And I do have to say, it's funny, I loved the first layout that I did with the capri paper, and it was just fresh and clean, and I was really excited about the banners and some of the old stamps that I found and embellishments I was using, and I was really celebrating my stash. And I've pulled out photos for videos for June because we are moving. We're gonna be in a whole new state 3 weeks from Friday. So which is today when I'm doing the voiceover, but this won't go out until Sunday. So it's crazy. So I've pulled together all these photos and the 30 days of sketches, and so I'm trying to prepare and have some videos out here for you guys to watch. And I'm realizing that I don't have many photos that only have 1 or 2 images, so I really get to go back to my comfort zone of 2-page layouts again, and I'm really looking forward to that. I've actually combined some of the sketches in June so that I'm doing, let's say, day 3 I'll do the left page, and then day 17 I'm doing the right page, and those will be companions in my my album, but I'm going to do them as individual pages following those sketches. And now these puff stickers are super old, so I've glued everything down now. I'm using these puff stickers. They just work with the colors. Again, I love the fact that Close to My Heart colors work for a long time. There are some colors that retire, but they're around long enough that I can normally use up my old embellishments. So I really like how this layout turned out. I'm going to bring in the softball layout here so that you can see it. And hopefully you can see the similarities. I went through the compliments from the school compliments and found the foam finger and the biggest fan, and I was really pleased with it. So this is how you can catch up with me on social media. If you are a subscriber to my channel, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. If you have any insights or things that you want to see me do or more information that you want from me, just make a comment and ask, and I'll see what I can do. Blessings.